rich. Rich. Come the man. Come the man.
Stop and stare. I filed a lawsuit and for you it's really unfair. You thought I let you go on in perpetuity. Your tools are weak.
Ambushed a 5-star general very foolishly.
You think this is a dream? Fortunate to extremes. Suppose you on wide screen. This lawsuit will make you scream. Get a dream team. Cyber stalking is still a crime. Get a lawyer and watch the blind. Leading the blind. Gave you 10 days to respond, and now this case is like holding your bitch ass down and pissing in your face. Your fall from grace started with too many lies. My pride told me.
I'll save you disrespectful behavior.
Foolish one, I beat the rabbit with the gun, so unlearn the usual suspect.
Now get over here and hand me my check.
Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me.
Phase 2, we're moving to discovery. I filed a motion for summary judgment. Sipping on some bubbly. Laugh, you little shrimp. Any judgment, I'm filing a motion to enforce with contempt. Don't try me, I'm nice. See a Sagittarius. Strike one, you're out. You thought your face was scaring us? Let this marinate in that thing you call a brain. You will lose, it's not a game and a hot damn shame. Too lame to restrain your racism train until you're convicted and chained in a cell full of things that'll make your brains hang. Going out like a bang, you're bad fruit and dudes doing life telling you.
Scary little spindle.
This is the hood.
Got your head on the spindle.
Kick a field goal.
It's good.
Your career, this and more is gonna cost you some bucks. As I laugh at you, just finding out you're getting murked.
Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me.
His mouth is so foul for an evangelist.
I'm on my eggshell, you know you can't handle this. Little corny fat ass white boy must be pitching and receiving, loving to bring all men joy. You peep into the wrong beehive and got shook. Bring the same old dusty old you ain't much. Got a whole team of loser and your leaders are weak. 6 different YouTube channels, except another feed. Is it time to eat? It's so funny. I'm battling a racist white boy with no talent or money. You should wake up and change course. I find something else to expose before I see your bitch ass in court.
Your voice is like a drug in my head, I can't get out. Just hearing it triggers my body to throw up in my mouth.
You ill?
Nah, I'm not sick though. So everybody clap your hands for this bitch hoe.
Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Wanna try your luck, baby. Wanna try your luck, baby. Wanna try your luck, baby. Wanna try your luck with me.
Maybe I ought to eat your cornbread.
Who he messing with on this? He just don't have no idea. But look, I won't waste too much time on this guy because this not gonna take this long to get this done. So since he went on a YouTube channel, I was gonna make a YouTube video yesterday because I was gonna say to this guy, I said, yeah, before you go out there and advertise, your channel ain't down yet. That's irrelevant. I was gonna say that. But I said, no, I'm gonna let a day go by because it's just 25th. This guy thinking something is a joke, or he thinking that he's winning something because YouTube decided to keep his channel up there so I can make more money than $2 million. I don't have no problem with that, with them keeping it up there for you. I don't have no problem with that. They can do that. I mean, that's what they want to do. I ain't got no problem. You ain't got the money. So I'm not worried about you. You broke. You ain't got the money to pay me, so I'm not even worried about you. I'm worried about the ones that got it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it. So I'm not worried about you. But you keep thinking this is about you. It's not about you. You just keep doing what you're doing and keep on thinking this is a joke. So let me show all your people that's looking at this video after the fact. Let me show them the proof right now that you're an idiot. And this is gonna be so easy to do. I'm gonna show them that you're a real idiot. And I know for a fact. I know for a fact that you don't know what the hell you're doing. There's no way that you must be the most foolish person that could ever be. You gotta be. Because I don't understand. How do you think? How do you think that you're gonna I don't understand that. How do you is your brain functioning? Or are you just really just that stupid? You're just that dumb enough to come on a YouTube channel and think you're gonna be able to convince these people that you're smart enough to be a cyber stalking defamation case. You think you that smart, dude? Man, you gotta be the most foolish person I ever met before, I ever heard for my life. If that's the case, you stupid, man. Your people are going back thinking that's some old cases. That's some old cases I had against people. I filed lawsuits against people because I want them to change their position. And in Shreveport, Louisiana, Robert Shamwell got a lawsuit filed against him in federal court, and Robert Shamwell retired. So like in Bossier City, the same little picture he keeps showing y'all for a misdemeanor traffic ticket, what I went to jail for in Bossier Parish, for turning on the red light. And you all saw the video on my YouTube channel. The officer was an old ass guy who retired. They couldn't find him to come to court 3 different times. So I moved for a motion to dismiss. They didn't want to do that. Why? Because they thought I was a citizen of the United States. So that's why they took the little orange and white jumpsuit and put over my clothes. They can see that's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and make you take a picture before they get ready to let you go. Anyway, I'm not worried about that piece of picture that he showed you all, because that's, like I said before, I already did what I had to do with that. I filed the lawsuit. The officer, Morgan Palmer, left Bossier City Police Department, moved to Tennessee. And I was trying to serve him there before the 60 days was up to serve him there. And he would never list his address on nothing public or even on the light bill and everything. He had everything on his wife's name, so we couldn't serve him. So that show you how strong the lawsuit was. If a whole officer left and went to a whole different state to avoid being served, wow, I won. You understand what I'm saying? I won. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. All right, so anyway, let's go back to this. This is on the uscourts.gov website. It's Pacer. It's known as Pacer. So what I wanted to show you all was this guy's slow. Okay, so look here. This case was filed. And I need to get rid of this echo for sure. Yeah, okay. This guy's not smart at all. So let's do this here. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I know what happens. I don't need to be hearing the video play. That's what's happening. The video is playing. Okay, so that's what happened. The video playing in the background. I got it. All right, so it's the YouTube video I had playing in the background. But if you want to see the video again, like I stated earlier, you can go to my YouTube channel, ZTM Enterprises, copyrighted published, presents Texas Paralegal Guy. You can go in there, you can look on it and look at the video. It's called Don't Try Your Luck, featuring DTM and Miss Bryce on the vocals. And I worked on that song since I filed the lawsuit. So they show you how quick we got it done. It's not the best work I did, but a lot of people liking it. So I appreciate it. I might go ahead and put it on my radio station at mysuperbigstation.com just so I can let it play, and put it on my hip hop station. Also, just let it play and see what people think about it when they hear it. And then I'm probably going to put it on the internet on one of the social medias so I can gather how many people liking it and how many people subscribe, let them download it for free, and let them download the video for free and put it on their platform and all that good stuff. You know, I might just do that just so it can spread all the way around. You know, send a copy to a lot of the DJs that might play it, you know, because I can make a radio version. You know, it's easy to do. I can make a radio version. So, you know, it's not a big deal. All right, so here it is. U.S. District Court, Southern District of Texas, Houston. Civil document for case number 425 CV 04186. This is Millhouse versus Hoodwinked and whoever else. Assigned to Judge Ellison. Demand for $2 million. A federal question at 28-13-31 federal question. They filed September 4th, and we're gonna remember this because it's a week before 9/11. Demand a jury. The plaintiff demand a jury. So you think a judge is gonna hear this? You crazy? I'm gonna have a trial by jury. Dude, is you slow? The nature of the suit is 320: assault, libel, and slander. Jurisdiction is federal question, like right here, the cause 28-13-31. If you want to look it up, it's venue. So you get your attorneys to make sure they get their stuff together, because obviously you don't have any counsel, and I know for a fact that you don't have any counsel, because you did. They will not be advising you to do that. They will not be advising you to do that, to do what you're doing, thinking that this case is going to go away. You don't have any counsel, sir. You don't. All right. The plaintiff is me, individually and on behalf of Global Communication Entertainment Group, a division of ZTM Enterprises. That right there, my business phone number that tracks your IP and everything if you called it. So I wouldn't do that if I was you. CEO in at globalcommunicationent.org. I'm pro se. I'm sui juris in the lawsuit. They put that on there because it's just by default. They put that on there. So let me make sure you can see the screen better. Again, you all just don't understand what's going on. So here we go. The defendant, Swindle Hoodwinked. That's y'all superhero that y'all got, okay? That's y'all superhero, Swindle Hoodwinked. That's who y'all got for y'all superhero. That's the one y'all had for your superhero. Yeah, I'll play the video again I'll play it at the end of the video. I sure play the video again. I will. Thank y'all on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Lemonade. Oh yeah. He probably go in there and get a and go ahead and give him a channel and all that too. All right, so Swindle Hoodwinked, as known as Mr. Swindle Hoodwinked, on the other document that I filed in court, I put an AKA Mr. Swindle Hoodwinked. So that way you can't wiggle out of it, because I knew you would change his channel once I filed the first case and I went to waive the fees, and they denied it. It made me have to come back and refile it. And he changed his name to Mr. Swindle Hoodwinked because I knew he would. That's the main reason. If I'd have filed this case in the beginning, he would have changed his name from Dr. Swindle Hoodwinked to the Mr. Swindle Hoodwinked. That's why I waited to file it the next day, because I know he's gonna do something, because he's scared. See, you don't have to change nothing when you know that you're doing the right thing. You don't have to go around changing stuff. This guy thinking I deleted my YouTube channels or I deleted my old websites because something I was doing or whatever. This dude is a idiot. This has nothing to do with cyber stalking and cyberbullying, copyright infringement, publishing infringement, and defamation. This has nothing to do with none of that, sir. You don't have any counsel. I know nobody's helping you, dude. Because anybody's helping you, they will be advising you to do something that's toward defense. Because you're trying to get on the offense, start thinking that you're gonna email 60 some of my clients and try to get them to say, did he scam you out of something? Because this here, they can't even testify inside the federal lawsuit because they're a private member, sir. Past private members cannot testify in a lawsuit. Now it's alleged a crime or injured party. Right now, I'm the injured party, so they can testify on my behalf. Idiot. I know you're not smart. You don't have anybody helping you. You can't have nobody helping you. Because they're not telling you to do the right thing. Because if you had a bar attorney, they'll get you screwed over faster. But at least I have some kind of understanding of somebody that's helping you. But I know no one's helping you. You're dreaming all this stuff up in your head by yourself. And then it caused me to have to make videos like this to address somebody like you. I have to make videos like this just to address somebody who's not even on my echelon. You're not even on my level of competency. You're not even on my level at all. I don't know why I'm wasting my time. It's like going around inside the ground digging for worms, squashing them and killing them, and they can't fight back anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. You are a waste of my time, but because you waste my time for 7 years, I'm gonna see how much it's gonna cost you. And before I go through this complaint and everything else is happening right now, I want to make sure that you all are on this YouTube channel. I got 2 people that's seeing so far. It's gonna be a lot more because I haven't been streaming live on this channel because of our website and our memberships. And YouTube is not, it take them too long to monetize channels in the first place. So since it's taking them too long, I don't really need this anymore. So I don't mind filing a lawsuit against them too. That's why you see their name right there. It says YouTube, a subsidiary of Google Corporation co-defendants. Defended 1 through 10. So whatever name you change your name to, Swindle Hoodwink, that does 1 through 10. Okay? That's what that means, sir. Make sure you get an attorney to explain that to you good, okay? Now, this is Pacer. This is what you showed when you did Just Text. You showed it to everybody, showed the case number, you put it inside your post. And you showed this, but you didn't go and look at the updates. Obviously, you didn't look at the updates. You don't never look at this case because you're not taking it serious. And I appreciate you for being that slow and not taking it serious because I love it. Because we know YouTube is going to respond on October 7th, but we'll get to that later. Complaint was filed. A motion for a temporary restraining order filed on the same day. They received a 405 payment that came from my other trust account. They referred this to a magistrate judge, which I'm probably not going to let her hear this case. We're going to let Judge Ellison hear this case. I don't consent to magistrates. Go to my YouTube channel, look at the video. Why you should never let a magistrate hear your court hearing. You should never let a magistrate hear your case ever. So go to my YouTube channel and check it out. Look that video up and why you should never let a magistrate judge hear your case. Okay. So the clerk's notice regarding consent to jurisdiction to the magistrate judge, parties notified. Everybody was notified. So because the fact YouTube got notified already, we know that. We know that they're not going to respond. They're just going to take your channel down. They still got to come to court and give me my money. And you going to have to come to my court and give me my money too. So, all right. So right here, after the clerk's notice, you should notice is the order for initial pretrial and scheduling conference in order to disclose interested persons. Initial conference for December 12th, 2025 at 4:45 in the courtroom in Houston before Judge Ellison. They said you were notified. So now that you got notified, you should be notified by email. But if not, I'll give you a copy of it. Because I don't want you going that too handicapped. You're going to be going that handicap anyway. But you're going to go that worse than handicap if I don't guide you along the way to guide you to your own loss. I don't mind guiding you to your own loss. If you need some help, just say, hey, Millhouse, man, look, I need some help, man. Can you help me with my case? Can you help me with this case, man? That's all you have to do. And the funny thing about this, before I even go any further than that, I look at some of your Moore's videos that you put on there, and a lot of that stuff I agree with you on. That's what's so funny about that. Instead of you coming being an ass, you should have came and tried to work with me because I told you I don't do Moors. No Moors can join my group. I had one lady that changed her last name to L, but she said she's not a Moor. She just changed her name. I don't deal with Moors. But I went and watched your video, and if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see that I post a lot of stuff for guys saying it's the Moors that sold us out. The Moors went back and changed everything around and whitewashed everything. They said it was the Moors, the Islam people. They said Moors is tied to Islam. You got a guy on that's saying it right now, and I don't have nothing in common with Islam. I don't have nothing in common with Muslim. I don't even do religion. So a lot of this stuff that you agreed to, some of those stuff you went online, you was talking to those guys about, I agree with you. And that's the worst part about this, because I sit and watch those videos saying he's right. Yeah, he's right. He's right about that. Yeah, he's right about that. The Moors ain't right. Them guys are not Moors, because those Moors were evil people, and they took it and whitewashed everything because they all a part of Islam, a part of that Vatican and all the other good stuff. They all a part of that crap. They always down for destroying the 12 tribes, and they're not a part of it. So I agree with you on a lot of this stuff you post on your channel, which is so funny. I'm suing someone who disagrees with my position as a paralegal, and I agree with his position on the Moors. Ain't that something? But the fact is, though, I'm not here to defend the Moors. I'm here to make sure the Moors get justice. Because even if they teaching the wrong things and charging people for it, I'm not gonna go and make videos about it. I'm gonna go file something against them, like I did to you. I'm not gonna make videos about what Swindle Hoodwinked is talked about. I'm gonna file lawsuits against you, and then make videos while lawsuits are going on, so you can kind of understand. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is, buddy. I'm not gonna sit up and watch somebody scam somebody and not do nothing about it, because Chris, what's his name? Chris Hurd. That cat is getting ready to get a lawsuit filed against him. Also, yeah, a lot of people that came inside here offering information, charging the people, and then they don't get the result. No, I'm suing these people. Everybody that came inside, we got a contract with people who said they're gonna help people discharge their credit cards and all this other stuff. I gave that to third parties. They didn't do their job, so I'm suing them. And everybody that you emailed, sir, that tried to get information about me, those people are part of each one of those packages. So they're going to be co-plaintiff in this lawsuit, but they're going to be a witness in this case right here we're talking about right now. They're going to be a witness to the harassment that you harassed private members. And regardless of what they told you, sir, or how you feel, whatever service I gave them, they got to bring their own motion to court and say that I did something to you. You cannot advocate for another party not unless you practice in law. You can't use it for an example because they're a private member. And if they did come to testify, they're not going to say nothing bad like what you think they're going to say. That's the part about it. The people that, soon you start emailing people, they start forwarding it to me immediately. Do you understand what I'm saying? They start forwarding all the emails to me immediately saying, hey, this guy contact me. What should I do about it? Hey, this guy contact me. What should I do about it? You know why? Because everybody was aware that I was moving from Texas to Louisiana, so everything's going to be a little slow. That's the main reason why it took me this long to file this lawsuit against you. This is the main reason I took so long to file this lawsuit against Chris Hurd and the company that's supposed to be discharging these debts. That's what you don't understand, sir. I know how everything works on the amity law, military tribunal, but I use common law. So when someone say they can do something, I offer it to my PMA members. This guy said he can do this. This woman said she can do this. They said they can make you a secure party creditor. They can get it done by this phone. Okay, well, let me refer you to them. I don't recommend doing anything they saying doing unless I have proof that it works, or I have case law to back up what they're saying. So you make sure you be careful on that. That's why I get advice from somebody, and I go file a UCC one myself, just to make sure I secure all my stuff in the irrevocable trust, and it worked. So I don't see what telling somebody to become a secure party creditor has to do with them getting an irrevocable trust. You can call it secure party creditor. We call it UCC1 filing. It doesn't make a difference whether I use secure party creditor or UCC1. The UCC1 is the overwhelming content that we're talking about. A UCC1, the Uniform Commercial Code, has been filed in a region that they live in, and you have an irrevocable trust in the same process. So you think that because someone labeled it secure party creditor is not legit? Ooh, you're foolish, young man. You're foolish. You are an idiot. I just keep calling you that, idiot. And your friend, cheeky monkey mouth. So if you're an attorney, dude, you get your monkey mouth ass. All right, so look right here. Okay, regarding consent to magistrate. Okay, so we started the order right here. This is where we stopped at. It's set for December 12th, 2025, and it's a notice to pro se litigant to case opening on enter on 9/08. I mean, so you see that September 8th. The summons. You see the summons right there said I gave it to him on the 12th, right? The summons. So that's exactly 8 days after the case was filed. I asked for a notice of summons. And here's the 12th. The summons was entered into the case on the 12th. On the 12th, I filed a motion to leave to file electronically by myself. And it's set for a hearing on the 3rd. And then right here, the motion to leave to serve defendant by email, Jamie Millhouse, is for to be heard on the 3rd. Okay? Those are proposed order. It was entered on the 12th. So, of course, you know, it's in on the 12th. That means that he could have been served with this from the time I gave it to him on the 25th. So I just served him yesterday. Served him electronically yesterday, so by the way. And on the 18th, the judge said a notice of selling, a setting as of to the motion for a temporary restraining order. Where you see that temporary restraining order, parties notified. Status conference on 10/7/2025 at 2:30 by telephone by Judge Ellison. It's entered on 6/19. The status conference for that is on 10/7. That's why your YouTube channels are not down yet, idiot. The temporary restraining order has not been filed. You think something is not working because you still got your channel up? You're really slow. The court doesn't work on my time frame. I said if everything works the way it's supposed to work, your channel should be down by the 26th. And it's like what, the 25th? So that already goes to tell you that you're slow, or you don't understand how time works. Or maybe time wasn't your best thing, because timing to try to diss me and try to disrespect my position, and your timing is bad. All right. So now here's the judge's now remember this motion for temporary restraining order, which makes YouTube take his channel down, take all his channels down. It's on 10/7/2025. That's on October 7, 2025 at 2:30 by telephone. He's gonna be notified of that. Because once I return this service to him to show that he's been served electronically, they're gonna start notifying him by email everything that happens. So it would be smart for him to go look at it, go to Pacer and look at it himself, because he's the defendant and YouTube is the defendant. They're not gonna do nothing but whatever it takes to stop the lawsuit from going on, which means taking your channel down and barring you from uploading to YouTube. You made your own video showing why your channel was taken down. You said you've been suspended for this time. You can stream live for 3 months at one time, and your channel's back up. All this other stuff, sir. It's gonna be hard for you to try to justify why your channels are being taken down, regardless. Do you understand? This gonna be you worry about the FBI reports I filed. You should be worrying about the many times your channels actually got taken down, and 0 of mine have gotten taken down. 0. I deleted my first YouTube channel and I restarted because all my videos from the past, all 900 something videos, all had people's note stuff on there. A server that's got taken down by somebody named Matthew Boycourt, who I thought was a friend, took their server down. That's why the people's note wasn't up no more. So I can answer your question. Matthew Boycourt is getting sued in federal court. I just found out he was in San Antonio. So once we get the address, once my private investigator get his address, we're gonna serve him, and he's gonna come inside. And I got all the evidence to prove that he took my server down and tried to take the customer's credit card numbers. Luckily, it wasn't on there, but it's on the outsource because I don't keep credit card information on the website. I keep it on a platform outside the website. So he's trying to go into each person's account and try to see if he can find credit card numbers. When he couldn't find it, he decided to leave the whole thing down because he thought he was sabotaging me. Yeah, he's a white boy, Caucasian, another white boy coming in my life trying to do some damage. And he took our server down. So that's what happened to the People's Note. That's what happened to the official People's Note. You get in touch with Matthew Boycourt, Boicourt. Get in touch with him. And if you find an address for him, give it to me so I can file a lawsuit against him. If not, the investigators will be down in San Antonio anyway looking for him, because I understand an incident happened where he got shot and it has his address and everything on there. So, hey, you keep messing up in your life, karma always gonna catch up with you, buddy. So that's what happened to the People's Note and the official People's Note, to answer your question. So that way you don't have to feel like you got an evidence. You got an evidence for nothing but white people, Caucasian people who screwed me over. That's what you're doing. Did you know that? You're helping develop a case of all of the Caucasian people that screwed me over, because every last one of the people that you're asking for as a witness are all people who screwed me over, and they all were Caucasians. So that's all you're doing. You're showing that the devil hates what I'm doing and will try to do anything and use anybody to try to get it done. But why would he go and find the slowest person he could possibly find and try to battle me? That's what you want to do? I thought he'd known to bring in his Michael Jordans and his Kobe Bryants. He came in here with Muggsy Bogues, and even though Muggsy Bogues was a beast, he coming here with you, a LeBron James or something. You know, got so many years in life, longevity, but not that many wins. That's your problem. You don't have that many wins, and that's gonna be your problem. You're gonna get another loss here today. You're gonna get another loss in here. All right, let's go back to this. So here's the order. Again, the restraining order for 10/7. That's October 7. And then here's the order that he signed on the 18th. A order denying a motion to leave to file electronically. So I can't file electronically because it's reserved for attorneys, and I'm not an attorney. So, but he granted the motion to leave to serve by email. Parties were notified. He aired on the 23rd, and you got served on the 24th. The summons were issued on the 24th, delivered to plaintiff in person, filed. So guess what's going to happen? I'm going to return those summons to say I served you electronically with a screenshot of it. And then I'm going to screenshot the email you sent to me after you got served, which is proof that you still use the email address. Therefore, you must have saw the documents. You did, because the judge ordered me to file it electronically. So, yeah, you saw it. You know you got it. You know what it is. You probably going back getting somebody trying to research it right now. Probably look like a snitch. Look like you about to go tell on somebody right down now. All right, let's go to the files. So let's go to the court order. Okay, so this filed on 9/18. Okay, y'all see this? That's the case number up there. Do you see this right here? It said before the court, the plaintiff Xavier Millhouse motion to leave to file electronically ECF number 7, which is number 7 when you go into Pacer. It said the motion for leave to file electronic denied. Plaintiff is directed to refer to the guidelines of litigants without lawyers. Okay, and we only explain the Texas rules of civil procedure. When a plaintiff is unable to serve a defendant in person or through mail, the Texas rules of civil procedure permit service in any other manner, including electronically by social media, email, or other technology that the statement or evidence shows will be reasonably effective to give the defendant notice of the suit. That's in Texas Rules of Civil Procedure 106B2, sir. And the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 4E1 allows me to use this Texas code to serve you because the crime happened in Texas. Okay. Plaintiffs request that they are unable to serve defendant Dr. Swindle Hoodwinked by traditional methods due to defendant's anonymity. Okay, I'm sorry, anonymity. Y'all know I get that wrong all the time because he's anonymous, basically. Anonymity. There we go. Anonymity. ECF number 8. Plaintiff also demonstrated that the defendant maintains an active email address where defendant can be reached. Having considered these circumstances, plaintiff motion for leave to serve defendant by email is, and let's go to the second page. Y'all see right there. It's cut off. Now look what it said at the top. Granted. Do you see that, Mr. Swindle? Hoodwinked. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Huh? It's granted. Your mama should have told you not to with me. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Okay, it's granted. Service of process may be made upon Dr. Swindle Hoodwinked by emailing 2 copies of the summons for the defendant, 2 copies, okay? With a copy of the original complaint in this order authorizing alternative service to swindlehoodwinked@gmail.com. It is further order that proof of service shall set forth information sufficient to verify compliance with this order. So in order for me to comply with this order, I have to send them back the service to show that you got served. In order for me to satisfy this order, okay? Signed it on the 18th. You got served on the 24th, okay? You got served by email, sir. Are you slow? I think you are. I think that you are. You didn't never think that you never ever thought in the back of your mind that somebody would actually file a lawsuit against you. I think you think in the back of your mind that you just keep on just going into people's lives and just talking crazy, just saying whatever the hell you want to say about anybody, and nothing's gonna happen to you because you're anonymous. He got to serve me at my house. It's got to be certified mail. Got to come to my house. No, sir. It's called alternative service when a person is anonymous. You understand that? When you're anonymous, you can use alternative service. So I ain't got to serve you at your house, your address, or nothing. And I'm just making sure I serve you too. I really don't care about you, but I just want to make sure that you understand. Once you lose, you and you two have to come up with a plan. Because I'm gonna file a motion to enforce the contempt. As soon as the judgment is ordered, I'm gonna file it at the next hour, and y'all got to come up with my money. Okay, you understand that? So you can see again from the bottom of the last letter, it says that plaintiff motion for leave to serve defendant by email is, and you go to the next page, granted. So you got served, sir. Are you stupid? Stupid. Whoopsie. All right, here's the summons that he got, so he won't say he didn't get it. Here's the summons right here. So he won't make sure he'll say he didn't get it. Here's the summons. I put his email on there. The lawsuit's been filed against you within 21 days after service of the summons on you, not counting the day you received it, or 6 days if you're United States, if you are the United States or United States agency or an officer or employee of the United States subscribed Described in Federal Rules of Civil Procedure P, paragraph 12A, 2 or 3, you must serve on the plaintiff an answer to the attached complaint or a motion rule under Rule 12 or the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Okay, the answer or motion will be served on the plaintiff or plaintiff's attorney whose name is name and address are Xavier Millhouse, CEO at globalcommunicationent.org. Okay, within 21 days, sir. If you fail to respond, the judgment by default will be entered against you for the relief demanded in the complaint. You must file an answer or motion with the court. This was stamped on September 24th, signed by the clerk with the seal right there. So you see that seal? Yeah, it's a scan copy. But I know you probably saying, anybody can make a seal, buddy. You say you're pretty good and proficient with computers. Okay, let me show you a paper copy. How about that? I know I had this out for a reason. Let me show you a paper copy of it, so you can really see, because I think that this guy thinks everything is so funny. All right, Mr. Funny Guy. Here we go right here. Let me get myself in there. All right, here we go right here. Since you like taking pictures of stuff, take pictures of that. Do you see that? You see that raised seal right there? You see that? You see what date it was stamped? That's a copy of it. The same copy of the summons that you got. Okay, that's what you want to take pictures of it. Go ahead and take a picture. I'll hold it for you so you can take pictures of it. You see that? You see that? That's a summons. It was signed by the clerk. Okay? You see that? Now let's go over to the order, since you think, anybody get a copy of the order. I can't find it. How do I know that's what the order say? How about we go and do this here? This is the order right here, sir. You see that? Do you see that order? Can you see that? Now let's go to the back of this document right quick. Do you see that? It says granted to serve you electronically. Do you see that signed by the judge? On September the 18th it was signed. I served you on the 24th because I was waiting for a copy of this order to make sure I can serve you electronically. So that's what you're looking at, sir. And just in case you think that I left your home is out, your buddies think you think they got away with something? No, sir. Here you go right here for YouTube. You see that? You see that for YouTube? Do you see that? Huh? You think I'm playing with you, buddy? Huh? You think I'm playing? Huh? You think I'm playing with you, buddy? Nix. Like they say in German, nein, bitte. Nix, bitte. I'm not playing with you, sucker. There you go right there. So now you can take this video, you can look at it and do whatever you want to do, but the name of this video is Swindle Hoodwinked. God thinking that he's winning when he's losing at a ridiculous rate. That's what it is. All right. So with that being said, now that explains to you why his channel ain't taken down yet, because the judge have not made a ruling on the temporary order yet. That's why his channel is still up. The judge has not made a ruling on the temporary order. Once the judge makes a ruling on the temporary order, as you can see on the 7th, right here, when the judge makes a ruling on the order, then YouTube will have to act accordingly. So again, this dude is slow. You need to get your attorney that can help you fight against default judgment, because I don't think you're gonna respond. I know YouTube gonna respond. I don't think you are, though. I think you're actually gonna sit there and think this is a damn joke and get a judgment sent to you. And when we get on the first phone call, the judge gonna make you have to give me your name, your email address, and your information that I'm gonna need to serve you further inside the courtroom, because we're not gonna do email, because you delete your email, you're gonna get a default against you. If you don't respond to nothing that's sent to the email, you're gonna get a default judgment against you. It don't make no difference. So the judge I'm gonna order the judge to give me your name, your phone number, and your address to serve you some kind of PO box, so I can serve you in the future with anything. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, sir. It's not what you think it is. What you think is going on, it's not the same thing, sir. All right, so here we go again right here. I hope y'all can see that. Hope y'all can see this. This is an apostille. Okay. As you can see, the certificate validation available at the Secretary of State.texas.tx.us. So here it is right here. Apostille. Right here. In Austin, Texas on March 14, 2018, before my driver's license expired. Yeah. Expired on my birthday, same year. Here's the certificate number right here. And you see right there's a seal signed by the Secretary of State. And then here's my affidavit that was notarized by Kathy up here. See, Kathy Dixon. See, she the one that signed off on this right here. And it says Scottsville, Texas. So what you did to me happened in Texas, sir. All right, here's the government filings. Walker, March 2018. And here's the batch number, the client number, the batch number, delivery service Walker. Batch date 3/14/2018. My apostille is located in Israel. Okay. My country I claim is Israel. So you say United States citizen? No. Who's gonna make me pay taxes? Huh? Who's gonna make you pay tax on donations? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. My public declaration right here, Harrison County, where I was at right here. As you can see right there. That's the spelling of my name prior to me set on my trust under my real name, which is this. They put in ZA without the I inside here. But I corrected it on my trust, and I corrected on my passport because I showed them that this was filed because this is the name they need to see that's associated to the social. So, all right, this if you want to get a copy of this, you can get a copy of this if you need it. You know what I'm saying? Trademark infringement fee in a certain sum of $10,000 unlawful. I mean, it's for anything. Anybody that plays around my name, copyrights everything. Here it is. You know, this is what it is. This is what it's all about. This is all I'm going to submit into the court, by the way. All right. This is what I'm going to submit to the court as my main evidence. And then I think you're going to understand what I mean by don't try your luck with me, buddy. Zamek Tanavate Millhouse is not now or has never been a United States citizen under the 14th Amendment or the in-legis Constitution for the corporate United States, notwithstanding the failures to properly pass the said amendment into law. Okay? Okay, this is an affidavit. No one has rebutted this in over 7 years, sir. So I don't know how you think I'm not going to use this as evidence. Okay? Let me see what else we had inside here. Okay, in the presumption that Zamek Millhouse has volunteered to be a debtor in a possession of the Federal Reserve notes with the expectation of a quid pro quo, a guarantor surety, co-surety on the lien created by the Federal Reserve Bank as of December 23rd, 1913. So I'm not surety for no debt. Let me see. Looking for. Okay. Right here on the 39, I think it's whereby Zamek Millhouse can be compelled, forced, or enticed to falsely present himself as a United States citizen in violation of the 14th Amendment prohibition against slavery and involuntary servitude. Failure to so exhibit within 30 days of public notice comprising stipulation that no such authority exists. Okay. All right. They have to admit or deny that I in fact knowingly and voluntarily ratify the Sesame trust created by the United States through the Federal Reserve Bank Act of 1913, which resulted in the use of the grammatical derivations, derivatives. I'm just having a bad day today. Derivations. Okay, I get it. Of Xavier Millhouse's name in the scheme of deviations, right? So we derivations. A public notice comprised denying that the such case be trust created by the United States through the Federal Reserve Bank Act of 1930 has ever duly ratified my name, and any presumption of such ratification is false. Just going through this in case y'all need to change the status. This is part of it. All public officials in receipt of this notice are required by the oath of office to answer. So the copy, I'm gonna get a copy of this to the judge and anybody else that wants to hear this case. The period of respond to this notice is 30 days. So any party or public official wishing to answer, respond, refute, rebut, deny, or object to or protest to any statement, term, declaration, denial, or provision of this presentment must do so by lawful protest within 30 days of the date of the issuance, or forever lose all rights, titles, interests, and opportunity to plead. All such responses must be verified and have exhibitions and factual evidence in support annexed thereto. Respondents may agree with all statements, term, declaration, denials, and that. But if they fail to respond, they're not going to respond to it. So notice of default should be issued no later than 3 days after the notice of fault. So that's again. All right. So disclaimer. This is the important part of this document that I'm gonna put inside this case, and that's a extension of my driver's license. I gave it back to them. So that's what it is. It's a copy of my identification because I gave the driver's license back to them. All right. So that's what you see here. You're not dealing with a U.S. citizen. You're dealing with a private member association. And maybe you don't know what they are, or you don't know how it works. But I know darn well you see my name on this documents. You do see my name on here, don't you? Right? Don't you see my name on this? Huh? Don't you see that right there? Don't you see this? Huh? Do you see this? Once you take down those numbers and look it up and see what they said, look on that certificate number right here, Secretary of State, and see what you come up with. Maybe I'm not telling the truth. Maybe. Huh? What do you think? I think you should go ahead and try and see what happens. That's what I think. Because nevertheless, you can't win nothing over here. You can't. Because just that post on your YouTube channel, let's go to that crap right quick. Let me show you how slow this guy is. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time doing this. This guy's such a... Oh, and let me say this here before I go do that. You remember the guy that I told you I filed a lawsuit against the county, the city clerk in Shreveport, Louisiana, named Robert Shamwell? When I filed a lawsuit, he retired. That's why his name doesn't come up in the company directory. But let's search again just so you won't think that I'm putting your lead. Let's hit the search button again and see what comes up. We'll post that in there later. I see you. So look at that. What name comes up inside here? Nothing. Because that dude retired. I think he got served that lawsuit. So I did what I was supposed to be doing to make sure that I discourage people from messing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna discourage you from messing with me, but I gotta get paid for 7 years. Almost 8 years of harassment. I gotta get paid from you. You and YouTube have to pay me, and YouTube gonna be careful who they let have a YouTube channel. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be very, very careful who they let have a YouTube channel. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be very careful on cats like you. Somebody start reporting cyberbullying, cyber stalking. They're gonna look into that. I know they got a lot of channels to look at, but they will start looking into it. After this right here, they're gonna look into every channel. Let me see. I don't know if you might have blocked me. I don't know if people be sending me links to this crap. All right, let me show y'all. Everybody on here that's got a legal mind, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that this guy don't have a chance in hell to think he can beat me. Hold on, I'm trying to find this little channel here. Dude got a whole channel dissing nothing but melanated people and say he's not racist. Man, you gotta be the biggest idiot in the world. All right, y'all, I found this crap. Let me see. Here it is right here. This dude right here, 1.5K subscribers, all idiots. 249 videos talking about Moors. And dissing me, Dane Calray, Eon, other people. But then he take my likeness and my stuff and put it on his page anyway from an old video from a long time ago. Like he think mortgages are not fraud. They are fraud. And if you want to bring this into a lawsuit by mortgages being fraud, then my case is going to be used to solve everybody's mortgage problem, idiot. So you want to do that? Go ahead and do that. Appreciate it. My case is going to solve mortgages and child support. Everybody want to get their mortgages discharged to go to child support. They're going to go to this case and just take the relevant information out of there. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so we on his page. He said I blocked him. I don't block anybody. I just stop you from commenting on my page. I didn't block you. I don't want you commenting on my page saying something that's reprehensible to my clients who don't know who you are, but you might have one or two slow ones that might actually think you got credibility for some reason. All right, so this is what he shared right here 4 weeks ago. This is what he shared. I'm showing y'all. So do you see that right there? That's my clothes on, and they put a orange and yellow suit over me to take a picture at 4 o'clock in the morning for a traffic ticket. I'm turning on the red light. If you want to see that, if you want to see what that traffic ticket was resulted, go to my YouTube channel, ZTM Enterprises presents Texas Paralegal Guide. Look for the video arrested in 2007. Okay, look at that. Got stopped by the police 2007. Look at that video. This is what this come from. It took them many years to try to get me for that traffic ticket because I filed so many documents. And when I filed a lawsuit against them, they decided to come arrest me. When I went to resolve another case in Bossier City, Bossier Parish, want to arrest me, even though I've been to that court several times. That officer had retired. He was an old guy in the video. Look at it. He retired. They couldn't find him. He had to come to court. I already asked for dismissal because he didn't show up 3 times. So when I filed a lawsuit against them because they keep pursuing the charges, they decided to arrest me. That's what happened. And you would never saw this video had they not did the evil they did. So you would never saw this picture had they not did the evil that they did. So you saw this picture, and then you got all your little friends up on here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. All these old idiot people you got up on here. It's disturbing. It's like looking into my soul. He's disturbing. No, that's what happened when you take a picture at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's what he did. You see, I had regular clothes on there, so it's not like a jumpsuit on and you're on your way to the penitentiary type crap. You know, he just this dude right here is something else. All right. And then this day, let me see what he put. This day right here. He said, Texas Paralegal Guy, if you want to post stuff on my channel, you have to unblock me on your channel. I don't have you blocked on mine. I don't have you blocked on mine. You can post what you want to post on my channel. You just cannot comment on something and go inside there, and the first comment everybody gonna see is you saying I'm a fraud. You think I'm gonna let you do that? Is you crazy? Huh? You think I'm gonna actually let you come on my channel and say do what you want to do, say what you want to say so I can make you happy? You should have been happy for 400 years. Huh? No, you can't come on my channel and say what you want to say and do what you want to do. And I would allow you to come on my channel. And I never blocked you. I just blocked you from coming in on my videos. And that's the one thing, we're not going to have. You're not going to come in and somebody find my channel. First thing they see is a comment that's invalid, has nothing to do with me. So I'm not gonna let you advertise on my site either. I'm not coming to advertise my service on your site. Okay. All right. So right there on the next one he sent, as you can see on the next post he put inside here, he put, After this one, he said, you don't have me blocked. And then right here, he said, so a follower of mine who lives in Houston, Texas area reached out to me. Us going to the U.S. District Court for me to see if Texas paralegal guy actually filed any documents. Not find anything on the court website and what? I don't even, in the area. Oh, of course you're not. And then 3 weeks again, he posted, is this the end of Swindle Hoodwinked? Yeah, it's the end of your ass. For sure. Update coming on Swindle Hoodwinked Court brought by Texas paralegal guy. Does it look good for the future of my channel? Hell no. Not the October 7th. Ain't gonna look good for your channel at all. You've been able to have a YouTube channel after that. Now he turned around 2 weeks ago. He said someone made an outrageous claim that I'm racist toward melanated people. That's really odd. Melanin gives me brown eyes and brown hair. Also, I tan very easily because you don't have melanin. A majority of the people have melanin in them. That's a lie. So that the person that made this claim, you need to research more. No, you need to get smarter and pray for wisdom and knowledge from Yahuwah. That's what you need to do. Because who is advising you, it sounds like it's the devil. Don't give a damn about you. He don't like you at all because he giving you no knowledge on nothing. He's leaving you there to be slow like you are. All right. Then he turned around 2 weeks later and said to Texas paralegal guy, you did not. Let me repeat myself. You did not have nothing to do with my channel getting shut down. It was a result of copyright strikes from 3 individuals. No. If you get 3 strikes from copyright, you're doing something that violates YouTube's policy, which means they should bar you from opening up other YouTube channels. What they should have done, whether my complaint took your channel down, not 3 strikes in the same year, sir. 3 strikes in the same 6 months, and they took your channel down. So you don't know if one of those strikes were mine. You just don't want to admit it right now, but I don't care. I know your site came down in 4 hours the first time we did it. You put all my personal information on there. Yeah, you remember that, do you? I know you didn't even want to talk about that at all. He said, I have the emails. Your name is nowhere to be found. Stop with your BS. Please continue with your lawsuit, which I am going to do. And look for my my channel is still up. If the FBI thought I was doing something wrong, my channel would have been taken down a long time ago. Yes, because it happened 2 times before. Yes, I do have a 3rd YouTube channel. Yes, that proves my point that you keep making YouTube channels so you can keep on different channels defaming me, making defamatory statements, cyber stalking and bullying me on multiple channels. Not just one, because you realize 1 can be taken down, 2 can be taken down. So you started multiple channels, so that's even better for me. Good luck finding it. I ain't got to find it. I don't care about you. Until a court order comes to my door, which has got to your email, this channel is not going anywhere. Yeah, for right now. Because YouTube is responsible for every day it stays up. I don't care about you, man. You ain't got no money to pay me. You broke. You busted and you're dumb. So let YouTube leave the channel up. Let Google Incorporated leave this channel up. All I'm gonna do is amend my court order and put it in there that it's $100,000 a day fine to YouTube until they take it down. Now, once I go in and once YouTube gets served again with a new copy of this stuff, they might decide to take it down without waiting for the court to sign a temporary restraining order. So you better be careful, buddy, who you dealing with. They took it down before without no court interaction. Your channel is going somewhere. It's going down to the lake of fire, to Hades and hell, where your boss come from. You know what I'm saying? Your boss that tricked you like you got melanin and you straight Caucasian. Dude, you crazy. You more Caucasian than the Waltons and the Griffin. Man, you more Caucasian than man. You gotta be kidding me, dude. You a straight Caucasian. Little house on the prairie. You know what I'm talking about, dude. You straight Caucasian. You ain't got nothing melanin about you. Your voice even. Oh, Cindy Mills throw the lawsuit. Man, you sound like a Caucasian. Don't nobody with melanin sound like that. You ain't mixed. What 2 people got together and had sex with melanin inside there to have you? Are you kidding me? You mean tell me you're gonna find 2 people that had sex and conceive you, and one of them was melanin? I'm looking at you. You stupid. For your information, if FYI, YouTube screens all my videos, even say all my videos before they are posted. They have found any cyberbullying or stalking. Good luck, Ace. No, my name is not Ace. My name is Zamick. Okay, I don't know who Ace is, but I don't know. Maybe that's some Diddy stuff you got going on because you're a bootyologist. Let me see. All right, so let's go back to over here. He said, "Is that odd? I cannot find Texas Paralegal Guy YouTube channel." Yeah, that's occasionally what happened when I temporarily take it down for a second, just see how often you be looking for it. So I took it down, briefly took it offline for a second, and you could not find it. Why? Because those are the times early in the morning when you're searching for stuff to talk about during the day or late at night. I can't find. Here it is. Is that odd? I cannot find Texas Paralegal Guy YouTube channel. I can't find it anywhere. Okay. All right. So check this out. Right here. Let me minimize this. Let me minimize this right here. My screen right here. I'll minimize this one so I can see. Okay, there we go. All right. So he said 15 hours ago, this guy said, today is September 25th. You ordered Google, aka YouTube, to take my channel down by today. Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Texas Paralegal Guy, aka Zamick Millhouse. Ooh, you idiot. You put my name in there. Ooh. I'm about to go and amend my lawsuit to add $8 million to it. Yeah. I'm going to have fun with this right here. This is going to be so fun. You put that in there. But then he took this right here. This is what he did. He went and put this video on him from a long time ago, y'all. Listen to this crap. If y'all can hear it.
All forms of fraud is fraudulent conveyance of your property. When you sign a promissory note, that gives you the house that you can hold in due course. Then you give them a power of attorney to enforce the note, saying if you don't pay the house up for collateral, if you don't pay the fraudulent loan. So at any given time, I can close. I can someone foreclose for me to begin with. So they foreclose the house. How about you taking it to federal court? How about taking it and putting it in your trust account and then let the trust pay for it and do the taxes every year, do the 1041, do the 1099 MISC, and get your money back for fiduciary fees. Pay off the house in 3 years. Don't waste your time. It's all fraud. It's fraudulent power return that you gave them when you signed the house and gave it to them as collateral. They trade that on the market every day and make money.
Okay, so I'm saying, what you think that's gonna? You think that's gonna do something when the judge listens to that and say that's correct? Huh? I got that from some accounting, from some people that deal with real estate that told me you got a right to rescind a contract within 3 years. If you sign a mortgage, you got a right to rescind it in 3 days. But if you find out that fraud has happened within 3 years of it, you can get out of it. You sure can. And it's ways to put your house into a trust, a revocable living trust, for example. You put your house into a revocable living trust, and then you turn around and you pay the so-called mortgages from the trust, and you claim back your so-called income or wages that you put toward to pay the trust debts. You do a 1041 at the end of the year and get a return, not a refund, sir. It's nothing illegal about that. Taking a return and paying it toward the house. The next year, take the return, pay it toward the house. The next one, take the return, pay it toward the house, and it's paid off. Okay? So what are you saying? That you haven't proved anything. My Texas Paralegal Guy site went down because if you notice, and I didn't make an outline for this, but if you notice that I had too many sites up. I had globalcommunicationent.com, globalcommunicationent.org, secureparty.store, which is ran by my good friend from South Carolina, working with Make Freedom. They was working together. They worked that site. I had whatever secureparty.store. I had Equity University. I had TexasParalegalGuy.org, and I just had too many channels to manage. A lot of the stuff wasn't getting managed on time. A lot of the stuff I had going on there was not going on time. And it was taking too long to build videos, to upload videos, to upload documents, to try to get consistency in each one of the sites where people are not coming to learn the same thing. But I wanted them to learn different stuff on different sites. And if you want membership, you can get on any one of our sites. On one membership, you can get on all our sites. That was the best thing about it. And This guy made a comment in the email. Let me see if I can pull that crap up. Y'all give me a second. Let me see if I can pull this crap up right quick. He said in the email that something about membership fees, like what YouTube pay you for, huh? When you monetize, what they pay you for? They pay you for your content, right? Yeah, you sure right. You absolutely correct. Slower than a month. Why you want to try your luck with me, buddy? Man, hold up. There's too much lean in the cup. Man, moved up. All right, buddy, I got you. Don't worry about it. It's loading up a little bit. I got you over here. I'm going to show y'all these emails he was sending me. This is, I mean, you still think, this guy thinks that I don't talk to my clients. You think I don't talk to my clients? All right, let's go back to this email right here. All right, so let's see what he sent me last. Sent me something inside here. I don't really be trying to reply to this crap. Let's see if we went on the spam. We might have went on the spam because I got to leave it open for him to email me because I served him a copy. So I got to be willing to get his response by email. Let me see what we have here. Did it go in the junk mail? And everybody starts sending me a copy of that email. As soon as he sent it in, everybody started giving me a copy of that. And that was so funny that I started getting flooded with emails of people saying they got an email from this guy, which further proves the harassment part. That's so funny about this. You know what I'm saying? This guy emailing my past students. That's how desperate he is. To try to see if he can find something, like finding a disgruntled client, a disgruntled student is going to do what? Hearsay, because they got to come in and testify themselves. That's only to my work ethic. That don't have nothing to do with cyber stalking, cyberbullying. So if I was a painter and I go and paint everybody's house, and one person called and said, "Well, he messed my house up," that's gonna invalidate the work I did before then. Nah, I want to prove just that one time. Let me see. I did consolidate these into one email. So I'm going to show y'all this so y'all can make sure he got it. And I'm going to show you how I do things. Okay. So look right here. This is the email right here that was sent to him, but notice it's sent to 59 others. Do you see that? Those are email of people that start sending me emails from him saying they got some emails from him. So they start forwarding to me. So I took all these people and I emailed them back. And yes, you can see this is exposed CPS, that kind of stuff. Those are all just emails of people I sent to try to do business with. Some of the emails are not even valid, and some of the people I still work with now. So that was even worse for him to do that, because now the people I'm still working with understands what's happening. He had a copy of it. He's filed a complaint, a court order for electronic service, That's what he got. So we're going to show all findings with the summons. And look right there. I asked him, I said, here's the document you requested. If you'd like to discuss it on the phone prior to setting a hearing, I can call you at 619-720-4070. Say McMillan. So he's got a copy of this, and everybody else that he talked to has got a copy of this lawsuit too. Who's also going to be, they're also going to be a witness inside this case. A witness to you contacting them, trying to see if you can find something bad on me from private members or ex-private members. And their testimony is hearsay. You got to file a lawsuit against me and then bring them in as witnesses if you want to try to do something. You can't just bring somebody testimony into the courtroom that has nothing to do with cyber stalking or cyber bullying. You saying I'm a fake paralegal, sir. That's what you're saying. You say I'm a fake paralegal. Let's see if you have, if being a fake paralegal, like you say, have a right to be cyberbullied, have a right to be cyber stalked. Every single time I post a video on there, you go post it on yours. Don't take no advice from this fraud person. That's cyber stalking, sir. I think you're just slow, man. I really think you're really just slow. You are slow. You gotta be, man. Look at this. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me find the original. I think this is it. All right, this is part of it. I'm looking for the whole string of emails because I think I string them all together and forward it to the court. Give me a second, y'all. I think I highlight this email that he sent me. This from, I'm talking about the very first email has a string of everything, threads of the emails I'm looking for. So I don't have to go from email to email. So give me a second. I'm going to show this to you. And all right. Say, why did you report my videos? Okay, it's somewhere in here. Oh yeah, here we go. It's in here. It started right around here. And I also forward the emails to the trust corporate trustee, by the way. So he's aware of everything. All right. All right, so starting back. All right, so let me see if I can bring these up at the same time. All right. All messages in the conversation at the top. Okay, good. That's what I was looking for. All right. So here we go. Let's start from here. All right. So right here in the email, you will see right here that this guy I said attach. This is why I sent him on the 24th. I said, as you're aware, you're defaming my character since 2018. Since you believe I'm not a paralegal, I'm giving you 10 days to take everything down. This is what this is saying right here. The video, everything. This is what he posted on his thing where he spelled my name wrong, but he spelled it right this time because he definitely want to lose. Attaches a copy of the official cease and desist letter. I carbon copy the FBI, FTC, DOJ, and the local authorities in Harris County, Texas. If the defamatory information remains after being duly notified, you two, or for both of your channels, any other channel that you have, that's why I said does 1 through 10, will be sued in the federal court for not less than $2 million. Govern yourself accordingly. Now, instead of him being, he gonna send a video, his response is right here. I looked at the video, it was dumb, didn't have nothing to do with that. So I gave him a response. I gave him a response right here. You got it to Monday at 6 a.m. to remove the content. Then he did this here. Show you how immature he is. Look at this. Middle finger. That many times. And you know you screwed now. You don't never say nothing like that to me. I'm a king. You a Gentile. idiot. So these are the emails that we sent to them. I said, duly noted. So you're trying your luck, huh? Well, I'll see you soon. Stay tuned for the outcome. Who told you to use the copyrighted name Swindle Hoodwinked? Yeah, I'll tell you about that later. We'll talk about that later. Destruction of an overgrown cockboy. That's what's going to happen here. RICO is behavior. Look up what RICO is, and you'll determine if you're violating RICO or not. 8/24, I sent it to Chris. Chris said he received it, and he go on Monday. It's Monday. Remember, this is 8/25. Now this is 9/25, 30 days later. He said, so it's Monday. If you have filed a case, can you send the case number? I'll be waiting patiently for it in the courthouse. And what courthouse did you file? So I ignored him. And then I put inside here the Southern District, but I forwarded everything to Chris. Everything I sent to him, I said Southern District of Texas. He thought I was joking. So he gonna turn around and said, he asked me a question. He said, do you think I'm stupid? Let me see what he said. He said, you must think I'm stupid. And I said, yeah, I really do think you're stupid. You think I'm stupid enough to not file a lawsuit I can easily win with little or no effort? That's what I sent to him. On 8/25, he said, yes, I really do believe you're not too smart, but definitely not as smart as me or even on my echelon. That's what I sent to him. Because he said that I replied to him again. This time I sent him the complaint letter to the FBI. So it is the 25th still. I want to see court documents with the court stamp. Okay, buddy. 25th, come back around again. I sent him that. He sent me this. Like they're gonna let you search for results of a report with that. All you have to do is call them, but you're scared because you might have a warrant yourself. So I sent him this email. I even told him, call FBI yourself. Call the FBI yourself. I dare you to call them. He didn't do that. So then he turned back around and said, the FBI ain't going to do a damn thing. You just butthurt. No, you're butthurt because you're the gay one. Okay? You have heard of fair use. Yeah, I've heard of that. I do copyrights and I do music. I know what fair use is. It's a sort of like sampling. But it can't be for bad. It can't be for bad content. You can't sample my material and use it against me. You crazy as hell. You gotta have a lawsuit. You're gonna try to take my content and use it against me. You better file a lawsuit. You can't gonna take my content for fair use and say how is it fair use for commentating, for criticizing. You're not criticizing. You're basically saying that I'm a fake paralegal, and that's not criticizing. You saying I'm a scammer. That's not criticizing, sir. Criticizing is saying that I agree with some of the things the paralegals say and some of the stuff I don't agree with. I'm questioning if you're a real paralegal or not. That's commentary. That's giving your opinion on something, but you actually saying you got proof that I'm not a real paralegal because of a criminal background from a past 35, 36 years ago. You stupid. You've heard of fair use. I have enough content you have posted and taken down. The best is you getting pulled over and telling the police you're traveling and not driving. That's classic. Yeah, I am traveling because everybody has the right to travel. You idiot. I know you don't know the law. Everybody do have a right to travel. And I was traveling. I wasn't operating commerce. You idiot. So I said, you really don't get it, do you? You're really fundamentally ill-equipped to do basic research. Get a good lawyer. The picture you post on KTVS is for the same misdemeanor ticket in which I sued the officer in federal court. Arresting me was retaliatory in nature. Get a life. Getting pulled over is not the same as a felony. It's a misdemeanor. You committed felonies. So sit there with that theory and see what happens. Okay? I sent it to Chris. Okay? And then he said, on the 26th, well, where did that case go? Nowhere. The FBI and IRS would like to know about the secure party Greta scam. I have a number of videos you posted, downloaded, and a woman who reached out to me after. I don't give a damn about nobody reach out to you. They came inside and you probably sent them. And that'd be easy to discredit anybody that you sent over here. So, of course, you send somebody over here. So I responded with this email right here, which I really don't want to read it all. So I try to go through it the best way I can. I mentioned Connecticut. He's in San Diego, California. I've been knowing that anyway, because Alibaba, the company's over there. El Camino Bay is on El Camino Bay. So I know you're in San Diego. I just throw any state out there. Any state out there. Anything I want to stay out there because it don't make no difference. You in San Diego, California. And I know who you are actually, but we're gonna leave that alone for right now. Do what you gotta do. Filing a UCC1 in part or with that irrevocable trust is illegal. How? Because it says secure party credit and not irrevocable trust. Make sure you throw, everybody get a hold of this. Make sure you throw makefreedom.com in there because they are the ones we paid to create the documents for our students. Guy is who we paid at Make Freedom. I have my receipts of all the payments to this company through PayPal in my merchant account. Yeah, white boys create a scam, marketing it on the internet as legit progress, and goes by sovereign solutions. You're just going to drag them down with you. Do what you gotta do. Keep pulling for straws. You might find something that can stick. Idiot. Do you honestly think that filed lawsuits with my confidential information on it will be searchable when you've compromised my information before? As soon as I get a redacted stamped copy, I will scan it and send you a copy, and I promise you, I'll make sure you get a copy in Connecticut too. See, I threw that out there, but we know he's in San Diego because we know he did some work down there with some veterans and we know we got you. We know you are. Federal criminal investigation don't happen overnight. Ye who rode on the short bus. Department of Justice has to consider a grand jury indictment on the criminal aspect. In retrospect, I'm trying to see if I'm sorry, I know I misspelled that. If you can be convicted of a crime in federal court, I meant to put a semicolon right there. See, if you can be convicted of a crime in federal court, if they're considering charges, my civil case will have to be redacted before being served upon you and YouTube. So find whatever you think you can file whatever you think you can file in court. You know my name. I'll send you. I'll be sending you a mailing address if you'd like to send anything to me because I'm a real person, not a moniker. Anonymous person who thinks that real men play little hide and seek games with little boys like you. Just have a little patience. Once Google and YouTube get served first, they will reveal who you are by the email associated with your account for proper defendant identification. Then I will amend my complaint to put you as a defendant along with KTBS and dismiss against YouTube since they removed the anonymity. Okay. All right. You operated in for so long. Anonymity. Maybe you're praying for a jail cell too fast. Successful lawsuits are filed and can be held as 90 days without service since complainant cannot serve an anonymous person. Soon as Google furnish your information, you'll be properly served because I wouldn't want to violate your right to due process. Also, cease and desist from all communication with me without counsel. You are a defendant in a federal lawsuit. Anything you say in these emails can be used as evidence in the pending civil case and possible criminal case. Continue to email me after this last communication. You understand you have been cautioned about your Miranda rights when communicating with the offended party. You deserve everything that's going to happen to you. Does Connecticut knows about your business? You charge clients to show your racist views toward melanated people? I wonder if you reported your income on taxes from these different sources. Please don't. People donate for my services. People donate for my services. Okay, you can go shave your back now. Cease and desist as of now. Thanks, and see you in court, Mr. Swindle, who we're in Connecticut. Now we know he in San Diego. Yahuwah is the only one creator. No license needed to practice Yah's law. Okay, this part you don't understand, bro. You think this ain't got nothing to do with government. This ain't nothing politics. He sent something to me at 6:45. You don't know if you have me blocked. You can't post comments on my channel. I am curious. You made a video especially for me and made it private. And what is copyrighted? I ain't made nothing private. YouTube made it private because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet to make it go public. So it's gonna be recorded private. Then I have to make it public. Okay. He said he don't block anyone. Okay. He sent this other email said, why don't you report my videos to YouTube? By the way, all my videos get checked. By the way, we don't care about that. YouTube cannot check everything because they be checking people using stuff, using their music. They'll be checking that too. So what are you talking about? You He sent another email. I can't find it in that email. I normally open up in my browser. But he sent another email saying something about the government the government probably gonna know about my secure party creditors scheme and about my old channels. Again, the official people know it was taken down by Matthew Boycourt. Mathew, last name Boicourt. Look Matthew Boycourt up, and I got all the screenshots of when he worked my server along with at that time was Comcast. Got all the evidence. Comcast kept all that stuff from me. They sent it to me. I got all the evidence show that he never had any intentions of moving forward to bring my servers back up. That's why I had to switch over to getting globalcommunicationent.org built and globalcommunicationent.com, because the official people know what the two channels I was using. Since they were down, I had to put something up quick. So I wanted to take everybody and put them on Texas Paralegal Guide, but it took me too long to get the site up because everybody was signed up on globalcommunicationent.org in the PMA. So I tried to build a Texas Paralegal Guide, and as you saw, it was a page on there for a long time. For a little while, I had some on there, but I got sick and tired trying to manage it, trying to change all the information over from .org, from globalcommunicationent.org. So I just let the domain expire. Same thing with secureparty.store. No one's working with my guys no more. No one's signed up for service. I don't need the site up. If the site's not helping people with services, then there's no reason to keep renewing the domain name over and over. So Texas Paralegal Guide expired. Secureparty.store expired. There's no reason to renew it. I'm not transferring it to my new server. And I was with Bluehost for over 3 or 4 years. And Bluehost to renew my hosting service was $1,300. But I'm not gonna pay them $1,300. When I know I can get on a whole different platform, a whole different hosting company, I can build a website using AI. Why would I want to pay them $1,300? So I transfer everything to a different server. So Texas Paralegal Guide, secureparty.store, Equity University, all those are down because I'm not going to rebuild a site for this. Too many websites to manage. You can't even manage one. So I'm not going to manage all those. So that's what you think to happen with that. All the customers' information is a database that I download from Bluehost. And I still have access to my Bluehost account. So if the court needs to see the database of the clients, they can see them, but you're not going to see them because those clients need to make a claim in court themselves, which they're not going to do. Somebody's bold enough to go inside there was a prior member that signed a prior member agreement and try to go file a lawsuit against me. They're going to have the hardest time in the world getting past jurisdiction because you're a prior member. Second thing, if they want a prior member, I have no duty or obligation to them. So whatever they want to bring in court, if they want a private member, their case is going to be thrown out because I only do business for private members, just like the state bar. They only do business for private members. Okay? So I hope I answered a lot of your questions. If not, you need to respond in 21 days. You need to respond. 14 days, I suggest you respond to the summons. Because if you don't, you're going to have a problem, bro. You're going to have more than a problem than what you think you have. I'm telling you. You're going to have more than a problem. Because you think this is, I don't know what you think will happen, but you'll have more of a problem if you don't respond to this lawsuit. And I send it to you by email, so you got to respond to my email, CEO@globalcommunicationent.org. I'm sorry. That's what you got to do, buddy. All right. Until then, enjoy the festivities.
Stare. I filed a lawsuit and for you it's really unfair. You thought I let you go on in perpetuity. Your tools are weak.
Ambushed a 5-star general very foolishly.
You think this is a dream, fortunate to extremes. Suppose you on wide screen. This lawsuit will make you scream. Get a dream team.
Cyberstalking is still a crime. Get a lawyer and watch the blind. Leading the blind. Gave you 10 days to respond, and now this case is like holding your bitch ass down. And pissing in your face. Your fall from grace started with too many lies. My pride told me.
I'll save you, disrespectful behavior.
Foolish one, I beat the rabbit with the gun, so unlearn the usual suspect.
Now get over here and hand me my check.
Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me.
Phase 2, we're moving to discovery. I filed a motion for summary judgment. Sipping on some bubbly. Laugh, you little shrimp. Any judgment, I'm filing a motion to enforce with contempt. Don't try me, I'm nice. See a Sagittarius. Strike one, you're out. You thought your face was scaring us? Let this marinate in that thing you call a brain. You will lose, it's not a game and a hot damn shame. Too lame to restrain your racism train until you're convicted and chained in a cell full of things that'll make your brains hang. Going out like a bang, you're bad fruit and dudes doing life telling you.
Scary little spindle.
This is the hood.
Got your head on the spindle.
Kick a field goal.
It's good.
Your career, this and more is gonna cost you some books. As I laugh at you, just finding out you're getting murked.
Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me.
His mouth is so foul for an evangelist.
I'm on my eggshell, you know you can't handle this. Little corny fat ass white boy must be pitching and receiving, loving to bring all men joy. You peep into the wrong beehive and got shook. Bring the same old dusty old you ain't much. Got a whole team of loser and your leaders so weak. 6 different YouTube channels. Accept another feed. Is it time to eat? It's so funny. I'm battling a racist white boy with no talent or money. You should wake up and change course. I find something else to expose before I see your bitch ass in court.
Your voice is like a drug in my head, I can't get out. Just hearing it triggers my body to throw up in my mouth. You ill? Nah, I'm not sick though. So everybody clap your hands for this bitch hoe.
Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Why you wanna try your luck with me? Your mama should've told you not to fuck with me. Wanna try your luck, baby. Wanna try your luck, baby. Wanna try your luck, baby. Wanna try your luck with me.
Maybe I ought to eat your cornbread.
Check this.